I wake up tired, not just in body, but in soul. I carry battles no one sees, scars no one asks about. I've been strong for so long, even my tears are silent now. I hold the world on my shoulders, yet the world never asks how I'm doing. I'm a man, but I'm also human. And today, I give myself permission to feel. I'm not weak for needing rest. I'm not broken for wanting peace. I'm not alone. I'm just tired and I deserve healing. I've fought wars behind my smile. I've faced nights darker than the thoughts that haunt me. I've stood like a wall for everyone while quietly crumbling inside. I've buried my emotions so deep, I sometimes forget they exist. I've smiled when I wanted to scream. I've helped others while no one noticed I was drowning. I thank God that I'm still here. I thank God that I didn't give up, even when giving up felt easier. I thank God that somehow I kept breathing. I've lived years feeling like I had to figure it all out on my own. I've believed that asking for help made me less of a man. I've watched people depend on me while I had no one to lean on. I've held pain like a secret because I was taught that silence is strength. I've lied when asked, "Are you okay?" just to keep others comfortable. I've prayed in the silence of my car, hoping God would notice. I thank God that He listens even when I whisper. I thank God that He understands tears better than words. I thank God for the strength He gives me to keep going. I've been the protector, the provider, the one who never falls apart. I've swallowed emotions that would break another man. I felt invisible even when I was surrounded by people. I've laughed out loud while I was dying inside. I've been the reason others feel safe, yet I haven't felt safe myself. I've worn the armor of toughness, but it gets heavier every day. I thank God for keeping me upright when my knees were ready to buckle. I thank God for the little moments of peace between storms. I thank God that I'm learning to heal without shame. I've started to realize that strength isn't just holding it in, it's letting go. I've begun to see that silence doesn't make me stronger, it makes me lonelier. I've allowed myself to feel, and it didn't make me weak, it made me human. I've whispered I'm tired, and that was the bravest thing I've said in years. I've started honoring my pain instead of hiding it. I've looked in the mirror and said, "You matter too." I thank God that healing is possible. I thank God for reminding me that I am more than my struggle. I thank God that being a man doesn't mean I have to suffer in silence. I've carried guilt for things that weren't my fault. I've lived with pressure that no one sees. I've worried about being enough, doing enough, earning enough. I've been told to man up when all I needed was to be heard. I've felt ashamed for feeling things too deeply. I've hidden parts of me just to survive in a world that misunderstands men.
I thank God that I'm still standing. I speak these words for every man who feels tired but keeps going. I speak for the fathers who don't get thanked, the sons who were never hugged, the brothers who carry the family silently. I speak for the ones who feel invisible in their own homes. I speak for the men who only cry in the dark. I speak for the warriors with wounded hearts. I speak not as someone who's healed, but as someone who is healing. I thank God for you, whoever you are. I thank God that you're here, still breathing, still trying. I thank God that you found these words because they were meant for you. I've broken generational cycles by learning how to feel. I've shown my sons it's okay to cry. I've shown my daughters what a safe man looks like. I've started leading with compassion instead of control. I've begun the journey of healing the family tree starting with me. I've spoken life into the younger version of myself, the scared little boy who thought strength meant silence. I thank God for healing not just me, but generations through me. One thank God that change starts in one heart, one choice, one word. I thank God for breaking chains I never knew I carried. I've built boundaries that protect my peace. I've walked away from spaces where I wasn't valued. I've stopped proving my worth and started living in it. I've replaced toxic loyalty with sacred solitude. I've learned to be okay alone because now I'm no longer empty there. I have embraced stillness, not as a threat, but as a friend. I thank God for peace that surpasses understanding. I thank God that I no longer chase what costs me my soul. I thank God for restoring the pieces I thought I lost forever. You are not just a man, you are a miracle. You are not just surviving, you are rewriting the story. You are not just enduring, you are evolving. You don't need to be perfect to be worthy of love. You don't need to be rich to deserve rest. You don't need to be fearless to be strong. You just need to be honest with yourself, because that's where healing begins, and that's where your true power lives. I'm a man, but I'm also human. I'm tired, but I'm not giving up. I'm healing and I'm allowed to rest. I'm strong not because I hide my pain, but because I choose to face it. I'm not alone anymore because I now choose to speak. I thank God for every breath, every tear, every second chance. I thank God for you. I thank God for me.